as far as IUIC and former members, there have been various members who have left, including Bezalel, who I believe was a high-ranking member, and his wife was also a popular singer within the movement. Is that correct, my brother Jay?
Yeah, definitely. This is Amira's wife, and Bezalel used to be a cap.
The reality is that we know that members have left, and of course, IUIC has gone on their campaigns to say very disrespectful things about former members. In fact, before we actually get into talking about this, my brother Jay, could you pull up on the screen an example of some of the things that IUIC has been saying about former members?
Let's go ahead and put it up. So here's an example, guys, of the slander trail campaign that usually happens when you leave the school and specifically start, exposing stuff that they do. All right, there we go. All right, here we go.
Or they'll put up themselves on Facebook under women's names. It'll be a man posing as a female.
Yes.
You know who you are. Posing as a female.
Yes.
The Conquistador doing that too. Yeah. Posting as a female on Facebook and saying, yeah, I am IUIC, putting up incriminating pictures of us.
Right.
I am this, I am that. You think you slick? You know
okay. All of a sudden these memes come up where everybody picture and stuff typed on it. You started that. We know who you are. You edited video to lie on me. That trend started by you. That's the
Weasel, the Weasel?
That's right. Okay, the Conquistador.
Yes. Wow. And guess what, Wetback? We know who you are too. You ain't going to escape. God got your judgment for you because you always been a nobody. All right. Where we at?
Damn.
Hey, we get everybody. We get the niggas, the spicks, and the wetbacks. We are equal opportunists. We gonna get you all. And if you're Chinese, oh, you're the flat-faced Chinese boy. We got you too.
The highway level, the one of the people on the highway.
Don't talk about the Chinese people.
So he says, you've always been a nobody, a loser. But it's funny how he wasn't a loser when he was in IUIC, agreeing with their, protocol. And at the same time, when his wife was making music, she was the most popular singer in there. Brother Jay, you can attest to that fact, that his wife was the most popular musical artist in the camp.
Yeah, man. Well known, definitely well known within the movement, man, especially within the camp. I mean, y'all probably know who she is. I mean, that's how well known she was in the movie.
But he was such a nobody that just happened to
Yeah, Bezalel, he was the probably until the very end when he started having his run in with them, when they started taking his rank and things like that. But prior to that, man, he was the head. He was like the guy when it came to their videos. Time work and all that stuff, especially their original royalty website. They stole a lot of this stuff. So he was one of the main guys with that stuff until he started having, the run-ins with them and everything that took place when he got to Texas. So, everybody's a nobody once they leave. But while they're there, it's the same thing they did with me, man. Like when I was there, Nathaniel himself put up a post on their main Facebook page. When I had put out my project with the Ain't Nobody Greater thing, he was like, this brother here, Jeshurun, that was my name when I was in there, guys. Jeshurun, he be one of the best producers in Israel, stuff like that, man. As soon as I left, bro, man, bump that, bro.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, all the slander comes out. Hey, say that again, brother. Say that again.
Yeah, as soon as I leave, he's not for our people.
He's an opportunist.
You're right.
Like, man, get out of here, bro. Hey, you know what's crazy? The reality is that when IUIC is on good terms with someone, oh, this guy's he's a spiritual brother, he's a good brother, outstanding, upstanding, all this other stuff. But then all of a sudden, when the person leaves, this brother was always wicked. We knew he was wicked. Well, if you knew he was wicked, then why didn't you say anything when he was actually in the camp? But Brother Jake, real quick,
yeah,
show it on the screen again. So here is Nathaniel. So before you play it,
all right,
this is the leader of IUIC. Look at what the leader of this group has to say about a member who at one time he had many positive things to say. Now, if you can play it a little bit back, a little further back, brother, a little further back, just a little bit. Yep, right there with Asaph. Okay,
right, here we go.
Started that. We know who you are. You edited video to lie on me. That trend started by you. That's
the Weasel.
That's right. Okay, the conquistador.
Yes. Wow. And guess what, Wetback? We know who you are too. You ain't going to escape. God got your judgment for you because you always been a nobody. All right. Where we at?
Damn.
Hey, we get everybody. We get the niggas, the spicks, and the wetbacks. We are equal opportunists. We gonna get you all. And if you're Chinese, oh, you're the flat-faced Chinese boy. We got you too.
The highway level, the one of the people on the highway.
Don't talk about the Chinese people.
By the way, that last person that he mentioned there was Gedaliah, if I'm not mistaken. But look what he says. First of all, he said, I'm not going to repeat the terms he said, right?
Right.
But he mentioned two terms that are pejoratives for Hispanic people. Like somehow, like we get the N words, the S's and the W's, but the S's and the W's are the same group. So whether you getting confused or something, but anyways, that's just little me nitpicking and all that. But the reality is, how come you ain't say that to him when he was in your camp? If he was such a nobody, why are you now coming out, first of all, calling the dude a conquistador? I guess he wasn't a conquistador when he was in your camp and his wife was making music and, you were getting those quote unquote tides. No, what is it? Alms. Y'all call it alms, try to be slick.
Yep.
When y'all was getting them alms from his wife and from him, they were good in your book. But as soon as they leave the camp, now he's a conquistador. He's a,
Other guy's a wetback. I became a Hamite. So I mean, oh, come.
Yeah. So this is my first time actually seeing this kind of video with the bishop and the deacons like saying stuff like that. But what's crazy is that those same people that they're name calling, they were saying, like, oh wow, you're racist, like you hate Hispanics now. And then now IUIC is trying to put out there, oh, they're slandering against the bishop. When was the bishop ever racist? Like he teaches the 12 tribes chart. Like so now they try to get all defensive, but it's like, but you're using racial slurs. You're name calling and using racial slurs.
Right.
So it's just a big mess, man.